All right, there he goes. He's got the High Evolutionary, making that big old Taco Hulk make the appearance once again as Sinister London drops on down, which may actually kind of hurt Galactus. And there's an immediate turn one snap right off the bat there. I wonder what KJB's. I mean, KJB is one of the top tournament players in the game right now, so I'm very curious to see what he's bringing to the table. We've got a Korg, so here's a rock, and here's another one. Merry Christmas. Enjoy those rocks. Asteroid M, dragging everything and its sister. And the first rock has already been pulled, taking advantage of that 55% chance. Increased, obviously, when you got the 2 rocks, but Daredevil, get the knowledge out. Smart play. I see, anytime I see rocks, first and foremost, I mean, I'm thinking it's a Darkhawk deck, but if so, I'm curious which version of it. There's Zabu. We can lean more potentially into that.
Gamma Lab,
which Gamma Lab coming in at the potentially best and or worst possible time for this deck, as both rocks that the Korgs put out were pulled out on 2 and 3. And now we're turning into free Hulks. Like, that is... Ooh, there's the Zabu copying Enchantress, which kills the Zabu anyway, then drags that Iron Lad over. Rock, and we've got 4 Hulks on the board. Sound effects and all, always.
This looks pretty good.
Double Shuri. So basically, you got a choice here, right? This is where you need Howard. You need to know what you're pulling on 5 to make a choice on if you're playing a single Shuri and keeping Sinister open, or if you're going for the double and just go for, you know, hope that something big comes out on turn 6. I mean, on turn 5. You know, it's a little bit of a roll here, but you're already 2 cubes in. Nobody else has done a repeat.
But here's the thing. Shuri is going to go to Asteroid M, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you still have the ability
to drop a 8 power Galactus if you play nothing in there.
Here's the thing, to your point, if you had Howard, you would know if you're getting null, because throwing a destroyer down right here would be insane.
Right. Oh yeah, 60 power destroyer.
Yeah. Would be 30. And then the other one's going to kill your first one, but then your null is going to be insane.
It'll double. It'll go to 60.
No, because the Shuri was in a different lane, remember? With the way Shuri was reworked.
Yeah, that's right. With the new Shuri. Yeah, with the new Shuri. Yeah, you're right. And when all else fails, Jeff. So, I mean, this is just feeling like the pretty straightforward good stats deck. Got a couple of Jeffs to slide as needed. And now you got a tough drop here. Nothing's dead.
You have to retreat. There's nothing you can do here. Destroyer wipes your board. It's a big destroyer, but you only have 1 card left.
Yeah.
You needed that ramp to get the destroyer out earlier, to then be able to play null on that last turn.
Yeah, if you knew the null was coming,
yeah,
would have been great. But unfortunately, it just didn't work out that way.
It's a tough one. This is not really probably the best matchup in general. Like, again, you're in a straight Galactus deck, so this deck can go over the top.
Vibranium Mines doesn't tremendously help.
It's actually
but Onslaught Citadel,
they have Darkhawk.
Does.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but they are also sitting on null. So if anything, you're hoping get that. Ooh, here comes the 4-drop potentially early. Maybe get that Darkhawk down now, or maybe just clear the lane while you can for free with the High Evolutionary. I can't even say that with a straight face. I'm sorry. No, you don't. All right, there we go. There's the rocks, and you get a couple extra pieces for fun too. Electro drops, so they can drop a 5. Please be something big. Not big enough, but at least there's a wave if you really wish to. You got a wave into a destroyer, into a taskmaster. I don't know if that's going to be enough, though, knowing Onslaught Citadel's there.
Yeah, this one's going to be a rough one. I mean, you have to, if you're going to play anything, you have to play it into your Nebula. Unless you're
knowing
just,
if you're
unless he's banking on drawing Galactus. Right. And if he gets Galactus,
to try to pull it in
fine.
Vibranium. Yeah. But he has to pull it like now.
Nope. Oh. Yeah, that was
painful.
about the only way it would have worked.
Pull? Can't tell. What is that? What is it?
Doom.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
That's another retreat.
You can't hear me. It's on a delay, but whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely another retreat there. I mean, it's the hard part. It's the hard part when you're all in.
With Null, he's like, okay, wait, let me see. If I kill those, that's going to be 7 down, which means Null becomes 14.
Yeah, see, I think you had
the same 2 cubes.
I think if you were gonna do it, I think your destroyer had to go in a different lane. Because you're not winning that one against the Darkhawk. It's just not happening.
And to think they could also be top decking a Korg, as weird of a sentence as that is, but it's true. And for 4 cubes, you shouldn't find out.
Plus, I'm saying, like, at this point, you would have really needed to destroyer on the right side to stop that nebula from going up. And even with that, I mean, you don't have enough dead stuff for Null to matter in the middle lane.
Electro's best friend,
I know,
Vormir,
or Alter Death.
Ooh.
Even better friend.
That's well, yeah, I'd be happy about that too. But here's the thing: it may actually still be better
in Vormir. It is
in Vormir because he's going to need the 2 lanes. I mean, he can definitely take the throne room, but if you're sitting on the Electro, you're looking at Vormir to clear that lane because you got to compete knowing that Jeff's going to be in the mid.
Yeah.
Tosses the Nebula, tosses the Electro, takes all the extra power. There's the sacrifice, builds up the Hulk again, who's now up to 16. 2 cards already down. Gives an interesting call here, though. Because if you toss the Shuri, the sacrificial high evolutionary might have been on the docket there, but instead he actually plays out the Shuri into the throne room on turn 4, where the Iron Lad now has just taken Rockslide, who you know is coming.
Yeah, but he's destroying right side. So he's going to destroy the throne room, which should be bigger than anything they can play.
Yeah, the 60 power destroyer. Pretty substantial.
And then Hulk
and
on
then
left.
Goes for the Taskmaster.
Oh, wait. Yeah,
it'll be 60. Sorry. Yeah, he just pulled it. So here it comes. Rockslide again. Rock. Destroyer doubles up and says, hey, I'm bigger than you. And might be pushing KJB out. Yeah.
And then just throw your Daredevil.
Daredevil for fun.
The thing is, does KJB have Shang-Chi? I don't think it'll matter because of priority, but I will with Jeff.
He may, though. Slides the Jeff. Iron Lad stays back, and Leader.
That's why you don't want priority. Oh, actually, never mind, because it triggered and saw the rock slide. I forgot about that.
Correct. Yes.
Insane.
It found the rock slide as leader because that was the last card played prior to leader. Just wasn't enough.
I think that actually came from the newest change to Taskmaster, right? That it re-triggers. I feel like it didn't do that a long time ago.
I could not tell you. I'm not sure about that one. All right. Interesting choices here. Negative zone, which with the right ramp, you can just stay over the top of anyway. But you really need a ramp card because you've got the lineup here. You've got the big plays.
If you can get your ramp, this is a Galactus game.
Yeah. If you can get the ramp.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you got the ramp, you do that because you have null.
Can he pull it? No.
He's got one more turn. Turn 4, any of his Electro or whatever, still gives you turn 5 Galactus. On left.
I know it's 33% chance to pull it though. Odds are not in his favor. This is the last, and there's already been a snap. It's already a 2-cube game.
A 1 in 3, I'll take it. I'll take a 1 in 3 chance.
Yeah, because the snap came earlier than that. So, and he doesn't pull it. So now, without having Taskmaster in the hand, you got to look at a Shuri, same thing again. Shuri, Red Skull, Destroyer, or Doc Ock.
You can't. It's got to be Doc Ock. Destroyer's a 6.
Yeah, true. There's no ramp. Oh, man. He's going to need some really good pulls. Really good pulls.
Yeah. And you have to hope that your Hulk can just win it on that left side.
Which it very well could. But
I don't know. They still have...
Depends on what drops.
I was going to say, they still have Dark Hawk. Is Iron Lad hidden?
Iron Lad hits.
Leader. Which could be good for him.
Oh, there goes the big Hulk. That was kind of a necessary move, though. Well, they currently have Nidavellir.
Can they get Taskmaster? Taskmaster should hit that Doc Ock still, which is 20.
It will.
So Taskmaster left should give him the win. There's not much that should beat that. Because we haven't seen a Shang-Chi or anything.
There's the big brain moment of, do you think that they're going to play anything into Gamma? It's a little risky, but that's like 3 levels deep. Try to just take over Gamma.
They've got
and let
leader.
them say.
They've got leader.
This is true.
KJB's probably going to play leader. If it's me, I'm playing leader.
Leader would copy Iron Lad, though.
Yep.
So it'd only become a leader into there. So it'd go -1, copy the 11. So it'd go to 8. So it'd only be 7 power in there versus God knows how much.
Yeah. But
instead it goes with Chavez.
You're still putting in the chance that they have to have Taskmaster, right? Like leader.
A little blurry.
Yeah. Sorry. Discord.
Yeah.
But literally, leader, the only thing it loses to is Taskmaster. So if they play Death, if you're going through their cards, right? It's the only way you lose. So I think that I play leader and just, if I'm going to stay in, I play leader and just bank that they don't have it.
We're going to have a turn 4 Galactus, folks. This already looks like a great lineup.
You're going to have a turn 3 Galactus. No, you won't.
No, you won't. You almost would.
No, you would. So you'll go into 3 with 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6. Like, just going to give you 1 extra, plus he's going to die and give you 2.
Yeah, true. Yeah, all right. Be a nice location. Ooh, danger. Do you contemplate doing it in Tinkerers then? Knowing that Rock Slide's already there? And you're sitting on Destroyer for turn 5, Hulk for turn 6?
I don't know. I think I play it into Danger Room and play Casino.
Why? Oh, null.
Yeah.
He's going for the null build.
I feel like if you're doing that though,
Null into Taskmaster on the Hulk.
yeah.
Galactus into the Danger Room, and then just live vicariously through.
What are you doing?
No,
They're giving up on the
Room.
Galactus. They're giving up on the Galactus.
Oh, this is risky. This is risky. This is risky, and it lives. He gives up on the Galactus. I'm floored right now. Okay, so hold on. If he tosses the 2 rocks and goes into turn 6, he'd end up with what? 10 power?
Yeah.
11 power. He'd have 11 power. Does he have another 5 cost?
Doc Ock. He's in a weird spot because, like,
yeah.
I mean, if you think your Danger Room is not going to hit you, then you could destroy your Danger Room. I didn't like that play. I would have tried Danger Room. Yeah. I would have tried the Galactus.
I think that's the only play they have right now, in my opinion, is exactly that. Destroyering into the Danger Room and then null on the final turn.
Yeah, and just crossing your fingers they both survive. Now you have to remember they have Dr. Doom, so they can steal Alter, which is why I would have really pushed that Galactus.
They have a wave.
Not enough.
And a null.
Not enough.
I mean, your only potential chance on that is waving into Danger Room, having it die.
He's just gonna tie it.
He's gonna lose.
No, he's gonna tie it.
Oh, sorry, no, he's going first. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, priority. I mean, I that's what I do. I straight up Galactus that and then go to next round and save my cubes.
Yeah.
Null's not doing it. I mean, they're
4-7. They're just
on the right side. Nebula's going up. So, and yeah,
they slide over the Jeff. Null drops down for 4. Wave drops down on top of it to go to 23. Then you've got the Dr. Doom, who's going to go to 13 on 16, I should say, altogether when it's all said and done. Gets the boost up from Nebula, and they take all 3 lanes, and he hangs on just for another thing. The big play was that Taskmaster right there, unfortunately. That Taskmaster in that side. They could have had another line, but just didn't see it. And sometimes that happens.
Yeah, I
could have had another line.
I think the other thing is you just throw it away and you tie it. You hope that they retreat, right? And you just throw Galactus on the left lane.
Yeah.
And then if they don't, it's a tie, you move to the next one.
Is a Zabu and a Daredevil. Last location turns into Morag. Which does kind of hurt. So Galactus is basically out.
Most of their deck is basically out. I don't think you can win that location with this deck now.
No, this might be worth just calling it a day.
Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing. Like, maybe you just look and see what you get all the way to turn 6. It's not really going to matter too much, but I mean, KGB can't snap, so they're locked in for the two cubes.
He needs a Doc Ock. Pulls a tiny Gala.
And again,
Yeah, because we haven't seen any.
you got Doctor Doom hiding in there, so
Yeah, with a wave also now in there too. He
that's
plays the Jeff first,
yeah.
wave second. That's cheeky into Morag, and I love it. And it's pretty locked in, I think, at that point. Because you're looking at what, high evolutionary, maybe, into the Shuri lane.
only.
So that becomes a 10.
Yeah.
And then if they've got Doom, it's game over.
I mean, it's game over at this point anyway. Yeah, now you're throwing away Shuri.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
which might be the smart play at this point. Actually, no. If he throws away the Shuri,
you have to
plays
win.
the Monster
You have to
Island.
win the middle. You have to win middle and left, so you have to play it there.
Right. If he plays into the Monster Island lane, that will go to 15. If then the last card that they need to play is Doom to cover all bases, if that's their best option, that's what you're trying to work from.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like either way, you have to put more points on the left side. 17 is going to be a lot to do if you play your high Evo in the middle.
Yeah.
Again, if you maybe would have had Doc Ock last turn, making him a 20 on that left side, maybe you have a chance. But
that's what I said. You needed the Doc Ock. I mean, he's just putting it on the rope saying, I don't think you have the Doom.
Well, here's the thing. If he retreats, he loses 2 cubes. If he loses, he loses 2 cubes. That's what he's doing. So,
and there's the Hulk.
So either way, you might as well play it out.
Yeah.
Leader Man is still a card. Still a card.
Oh, definitely. Especially that variant. Literally, big brain. All right. Round 7. It's 2-2. They're both on the ropes. This is all that's left. What does it start off with? An impossible Galactus. Galactus is officially already out because Central Park says, not today. Here's a squirrel.
Yeah, with no Killmonger or anything to help you out.
Oof, for nobody. Yeah, nothing.
That helps the Hulk.
It does. It does.
I mean, technically, he can still Galactus. If you wave into Destroyer.
You would have to have it.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Ooh. Oh. Yeah, he needs, if he can pull a Destroyer right now, that is probably the only thing that will keep the King of Canada alive.
Even that, though, is not great. I mean, for the Galactus.
Oh, no, to reduce the death, especially, too.
Yeah.
As another flexible option. Everything gets shuffled up as wave drops down, and survey says, the Destroyer! It gets pulled. Now you've got 3 turns you can work with here. Because you're going to kill 4 cards. You're going to bring that death down to a 4 cost.
Yeah, I was going to say, I put that Destroyer in the middle, not the right side, but...
Knowing the sewer system's been reduced down twice is big. And he may actually be able to pull this by dropping the death down, followed by Hulk, which would also then go up to an 18 power. That's pretty substantial. I'm liking the ideas here.
Yeah, too bad that...
And I think he's just debating right now between that and the death. Ooh. Trying to push pressure into all 3 lanes, potentially? Let's see what drops here. Darkhawk goes over the top in the Sacred Timeline. They refill their entire hand. The Nebula comes back as well. And now we've got a really tough call. Because I think, honestly, you have to toss the Sacred Timeline. You have to say that's a wash. Because if they just refilled their hand, they just pulled another rock slide potentially. So that Darkhawk's going to go only further up. I think their only play is exactly what he's hovering on right now, which is to play into the sewer system and hope.
I think if I'm KJB, I'm doing left side as my rock slide. That means he probably also has a Zabu. So he's going to Zabu middle, rock slide left. And by putting that Hulk, you're just kind of going ahead and saying, I lose. There's the rock slide. There's Iron Lad. Okay. I forgot Zabu brings him down. Yeah.
And by 1 point, the King of Canada goes down to KJB. KJB moves to 3-1. And King of Canada settles the night at 2-1-1.
Not too
Thank
bad.
you.
Not too bad.
Not too shabby at all. And King of Canada, thank you so much for also sharing tonight. We appreciate that very much as always.
Absolutely. So let me go over